Enjoy healing to happiness with exceptional, evidential, and ethical spirit communications. Spirit medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and has featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is spirit medium Laura now.
Hi, everybody. Well, tonight, actually, the only person that's in the queue is Lena and Susie, but I made a mistake and put the show on for 1 o'clock today, and I didn't discover it till I showed up this evening, and then I fixed it. But I just fixed it a few minutes ago, so maybe that's detained some people from getting here. It's okay, whatever it is, it is. Welcome to the show. I have a feeling people will show up in a little while. It doesn't matter because I'm still going to do the lesson today, which is all about telepathy. Ooh. When you think about it, telepathy is sort of everything. When you think about the word love and when you think about the spiritual message that everything is love, everything is connected, literally on a quantum level, there is no objective reality. Everything is connected. Everything is constantly in interaction with each other. And that's why we can manifest, if you will. And that's why we can be psychic. And that's why we can also communicate with deceased loved ones and loved ones who are alive right now. This is particularly helpful for people who have had an argument or broken up, want to get back together again. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about telepathy for law of attraction love. So that means manifesting and also healing love situations. So that's what we're going to talk about a little bit tonight before we go into the messages which will follow. There is a website for the show. It's called spiritmediumtv.com. I know that I have a person who made a donation still not in the queue, and we'll see who else shows up. So there is a website for the show, as I just mentioned, spiritmediumtv.com, and there you can find a variety of resources. So the first thing is the phone number to call to be in the queue, handy dandy, is 347-945-5849. That's the number to call so you can get in the reading queue. If you want to jump the gate and get priority, that would be item 2 on spiritmediumtv.com. I do have a donator this evening. Who knows who's going to be here and who knows how busy the queue will get. I never can predict these things, but if you do want more control over when and how you will be spoken to, then you can certainly use this donation. That's item 2, the Ain't No Wait to Jump the Gate. Item 3 is to watch the show live, and I actually have a live video feed to item 3 on spiritmediumtv.com. It's for that warm and fuzzy feeling of saying hello to me face to face. You can watch me there. You can also get item 4, a sale and a private session with me. A third more time than that which you pay for would be free. So that's the sale. It's a pretty hefty sale. So for example, if you paid for 30 minutes, you'd get an extra 10 minutes free. And that is item 4. And I'm just going to tell you now, since I have you listening, the way you do that is you go to booklaura.com, or if you're on the radio show page, spiritmediumtv.com, you'll see in the menu at the top of the page on the left, book session. When you go there, and you make a payment for your session, there will be a field for event code. And if you put in that field the words radio show, I will know that you get the discount or you get that free time. So it's really cool. And then also, last but not least, item 5 on Spirit Medium TV and also in the upper right portion of Spirit Medium TV, if you would join the mailing list, and if you did so, you would obtain for free a video called, it's a webinar called Soul Abundance, which helps you heal, grow, and manifest your dreams to get, actually helps you get lucky. So, Susie, if you have a chance, go to 508. That's waiting there. That's Anthony. He made a donation. Just assure him that we know about that. He wants another side connection. Thank you, love. Okay, so I did all those things. Now we're going to go into our little featured subject for this evening, our little webinar subject, and I'm going to help you learn a little bit about telepathy. And as I usually do, I have an article that applies to this particular webinar, and that would be the key word for that article is, I think it's telepathy. Let me just see. What did I key it in as? Telepathy would pull it in, or law of attraction, love would pull it in. You search for either of those. So telepathy. It sounds kind of bizarre, doesn't it? That word telepathy. It's a real attention grabber, like telekinesis and things like that. But it's as real as me talking to you. It is very real. And I just love telepathy. And as I was thinking about this article and thinking about talking about it, I realized that really everything I do as a medium, a psychic, and also a person who helps people manifest, and I do my own manifesting and also healing, mending work. I do mediumship, I do manifesting, and I do mending work. In all of those categories, telepathy is the glue. See, when you're manifesting, you're sending a telepathic message to the universe to create reality for you, right? When you're in a relationship, perhaps you had a breakup, a love relationship, because I want to focus on that today a little bit more. You can use telepathy to encourage that other person to talk to you, or we can do a healing together. I do that quite often in client sessions where those are the client sessions I have from all over the place. Lately, I've had them from Europe, one from Italy and one from Scotland. But people from all over the world will contact me for this special service where I work with them using telepathy for remote influence to encourage that person to speak to them. I also will look into their mind, whoever it is that they've broken up from, and see what's going on there so we can send the right instructions. And also there could be healing involved. So when we use our mind to send the intention of healing, that also is a form of telepathy. So as you can see, it's a lot more telepathy than you thought about, right? How about mediumship when we're talking to somebody who's in the spirit world? That's telepathy. And you can use telepathy day to day. I'll give you an example of recently how I used it. I had a date with a person, a man, and he was a little late in calling me, and I started to get really anxious, but I didn't want to seem too pushy. I didn't want to call him, or I didn't want to text him. So I said to myself, got to use the telepathy. Now, this particular individual I had a relationship with. There was a lot of connection emotionally there. It doesn't work as well, telepathy, if you're doing it with somebody you don't know, or you don't have any feelings involved. So feelings are extremely important when you're trying to manifest something, when you're trying to talk to somebody at an etheric level, in other words, using telepathy to talk to somebody who's alive. Now, as a medium, when I do that work, it's telepathy. I don't have any feelings to lodge into. As a matter of fact, I've got to go as neutral as possible. But anyway, so there's telepathy. So this person hadn't called me. I was starting to get a little anxious. I wanted to get on with my day and make sure I did have a firm, confirmed appointment that evening, a date that evening. So I said to myself, okay, let's try telepathy. Not try, let me use telepathy. Now I just use it because it's a tool for me as it's a tool for me as readily accessible as a pen and a piece of paper. That's how I look at it. It's just, I know it works. So I got very, very quiet. I imagined that person in front of me. And then I got very intense with the feelings and the message for this person to call me. So I shot at him over and over and over again. Call me, 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 or contact me as intensely as I could. And I hadn't even done it for 30 seconds. And the call came in. So it works. It really works. So get yourselves ready. This is very exciting. Okay. And if you're listening to this a future time, it's the same lesson. It's a good lesson. If you're listening to it for the radio show, that's fine. If you're wanting something, even to talk to your loved ones in the spirit world, you can use the following steps. Okay, so first of all, I want you to think of who you want to talk to and what you want to say to that person. And I'm going to widen it to someone in the spirit world as well. Oh, I forgot to tell you something before we go into this. A couple of other examples of how I used it. Maybe it'll add a little bit more credibility to what I'm talking about. I had a client who hadn't paid me. This is about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, and I was getting a little annoyed. It was 2 weeks, and so I said to myself, "Okay, let's do the telepathy." So I got into a very focused state, and I sent her very intense messages one right after the other. Pay me, pay me, pay me, pay me. Call me, call me, call me, call me. And she called me right away and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll make a payment right now. I'm sorry, I forgot to call you." It worked. Um, I told you a little bit about a male-female relationship, but in another situation, which is the same person I have had an emotional connection with, a man, love relationship. He was with another person, and I hadn't heard from him in a while, and so I just wanted to see if he would call me, if he had any feelings for me anymore. Not to push him out of his relationship, not for any of that, just to see if there was any connection any longer. And so it was as I was going to sleep that night, I sent very intensely this idea of missing me, or do you miss me, call me. I just sent a very intense message that if he's interested, to contact me. And the next day, I got a phone call from him, and he was like knocked upside his head. He said, "I had such an intense dream about you last night." He says, "How did this happen? Why? What's going on?" He says, "Blah blah 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 blah." So I got immediate results, and then there are other examples on that page. I use it for manifesting also, and that's what the third example is. In my own life, if I need something, I will use third eye manifesting, which is sending intention from my third eye out to the universe. And that basically is I visualize the universe in front of me. Maybe it looks like a nebula or a star cluster or a galaxy. I send out a message of what I want, and I draw it back in. It's almost like a breathing thing. I breathe out the message and then breathe it back in. All right, so enough talking. Let's do it. So, decide who you want to influence and what the message is. If it's not influence, just who you want to talk to. So, for example, I believe we have Anthony in the reading queue, and he's wanting to have a connection with a loved one in the spirit world. Anthony, if you're listening, think of that person and a message you want to send that person right now. You can use that. If you've got a breakup, oh, yeah, and Lena, same thing. Lena's waiting in the queue, and she wants to talk to somebody on the side. So think of who that is, and we can send a message. You can send a message during this exercise to that person or those people, because I know she has a lot of people in the spirit world. If it's somebody on Earth, if it's a breakup, think of that person, and then think of what it is you want to send that person. What is the message? It should be succinct. It should be short, like a command, like call me. Or if you're looking for a job, maybe you know the hiring manager, you can send a message like hire me. Uh, okay, so think of what you want to send, make it a short message, and think of who you want to send it to. I'll give you a moment to do that. Okay, so I need you now to just sit back, uncross your arms and legs, and focus on your breath from your abdominal area, breathing in slowly and deeply, and exhaling slowly and deeply. And now I would like you to visualize the person you want to send this message to. We're not going to use it for manifesting today. We will on Wednesday, but today we're going to use it for talking to the consciousness of another person. And as I mentioned earlier, it could be somebody deceased or somebody on Earth still. Okay, so continue to breathe in deeply and continue to breathe out deeply. Good. And now I would like you to picture that person and send the message with as much feeling as you can send over and over and over again. Just send it intensely with emotional context. I'll be silent. Good. And if I didn't mention, I'll mention it now, that if you use your forehead area where your third eye is, that would be a very appropriate area to project the message from. And you can also, I'm refining what we just did a little bit, you can also imagine it's going into the third eye of the other person. So it's like third eye to third eye, third eye to third eye. And let's see what happens, okay? I'm also going to send you a message, okay? I'm going to pick a color from one of 3 colors. This will help open up your ability to do this, okay? So what I want you to do is just remain relaxed, and I'm going to give you a choice of 3 different colors, and I'm going to send it to you. And the 3 colors, one of them will be the one I'm sending, but the 3 colors include orange, purple, and red. So just remain in your relaxed, open state, and I will intensely send that to you. If you are listening to this at a future point in time, you can still do the exercise with me because the message is stored in the collective unconscious, the message I'm about to transmit. So it will always be there. It's like a program. Okay? All right, so just relax, focus in on your third eye for now. Just put your attention up on your forehead. You might want to erase it, like think of it as clearing. And I'm going to send you the color. Okay, good. Now there was a secondary color that slipped in there, so we'll see what you get. I hope I can remember to ask you, because sometimes I forget to ask what you got, and even if you did the exercise, when I go to the phones, I get distracted. Okay, so we're going to do a little channeling, and then we're going to open up the phone lines. And so if you would please just sit back and cross your arms and legs, again continuing to breathe abdominally as you breathe in deeply. And as you breathe out deeply, we will be channeling a group message. Please, if you are wanting an other side connection, please call in your loved ones now from the spirit world to sit with us today in our circle. If you are wanting an answer to a life question, then think about that question. Get it squared off in your mind. And if you're wanting a healing, do the same. I'm going to go off and do the prayer while you do that. Good. And now what I need you to do on your next exhale of breath, I need you to release into your space your energy, and I will connect all of us. One moment, please. Okay. I'm going to be channeling a message, a group message. We are here. We are the ones. We have come in to speak with all of you and also to allow you to be happy. We feel that being happy and in the moment is a wonderful, joyful thing to do. It's extremely important to remember that each and every one of you is the guardian of your own happiness. Think of it as if it were a lighted flame that you had to keep lit all the time, the more that you keep the flame of happiness alive within your heart center, the more that you will attract in turn happiness back. It is important to be vigilant in the happiness quotient. Remember to always, always, always remain as happy as you can every day in every way. If you are not having something that you feel would bring you happiness, if you are missing something, then it is important to take steps to bring it to yourself so that you will feel again happy. Namaste. Okay, well, that was an interesting one. I didn't pre-channel today to see what they were going to say. All righty then, we're going to go to Anthony, who did make a donation and so has first dibs at all of this. Hello, Anthony. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Wonderful. Where's 508? Is that upstate New York? I know I spoke with you once in the past, didn't I?
Probably, yes.
It's like Syracuse or something. Where's 508?
Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. All right. Wonderful. You know, it's a funny thing. I'm not connecting just yet, but I just want to let you know that while I was doing all these exercises, some woman popped into my head. Uh, I don't know if it's who you want, but she was wearing rollers in her hair, and she actually has dark hair. It was set big rollers, and she was on the thinner side wearing a robe. And maybe it fits who you're wanting. I don't really know. But let me go to your energy now, Anthony, and I'll give you something specific for you. Anthony at 508. So I do feel that there is a female here for you. Let me see if I could develop her a little bit. Mother figure, okay. Kind, loving person. Around the house a lot when you were young, meaning that she was, whoever this was in your living environment. If it's a grandma, it could also mean that, honey. And if I'm not pulling in who you want, I will ask you in a little while who that might be. But let me just develop who's coming.
You are.
What was that, love?
You are.
I am. All right. And there she is. And okay, she's around the house when you're young. When you get older, you're older, she gets out of the house. She's not at home all the time. She's going to work. She's got a feeling about her like she likes to get out. She's industrious, a lot of energy. Smart woman, too. Very, very smart. So I see her, in different visions she's giving me of when she's younger. She's, what her hairstyle looks like. I can't even describe it right now. I won't. She's given me so many messages, I can't give you all of them. But remember, I just told you she has dark hair, original color, and she did have it set, and she was wearing a robe, and she's at home. She's on the thinner side. This is one memory or one instance of her. That was earlier, okay, in her life. Okay, as she got older, she got a little bit frail, unable to take care of herself on her own. You were around a lot to look out for her, and other people in the family were there also. She gives me the impression that you have a peer to you, like a sibling that would be female, like a sister that also took care or was around her. So I'm just going to ask you quickly, love, do you have a sister, please?
Yes.
Okay. Both of you were there for her, she says. And she's very happy about that because she says, and you got along for the most part, you and your sister. You said, good, you're both beautiful children. Not when you were younger as much, she says, getting along, she means. But as you got older, you learned how to work out your differences. For the sake of the family. She's saying a little bit about your sister right now. Oh, she's cute, your mom, because she's kind of going off on tangents here and there. Wait 1 second. I just want to clear that up. 1 second, please. Okay. Problem in the throat area there, coughing. Problem with wheezing and not able to get air in the lungs, and there's fluid in the lungs towards the end of her life. Would you understand that, please?
Yes.
All right. And she says you took care of her as best you could, both of you, but you were around her more than your sister was. Not to say that, it's better or worse. She doesn't want to favor one versus the other. She loves you both. She says both you're good children, but your sister wasn't around as much, just couldn't make the trip. So that suggests that maybe she's more distant or wasn't around close geographically. I'll let you be the judge of that. But she keeps showing me herself a little bit in her middle years to getting older, and she does seem to. Remember I said she was slender when she had the rollers in her hair? Remember I said that?
I don't recall rollers, no.
Oh, it's just an image of her when she was younger, honey. That's all it is. That's all. She might have had her hair set once. She just gave me an image before. But what I'm saying is she might have been thin at one time in her life, but she also shows me she got older. She carries a little extra weight, not to the, she's just a little heavier. Okay. She gets a little chubbier. Would you understand that, please, for mom, towards the, towards her more
Yes,
senior
yes,
years?
that's
Okay.
true.
All right. She's carrying extra weight on her, and she has this water in her lungs. She can't breathe. She's got a lot of problems, actually. She's got a problem with her back. She's sciatica. She has a lot of health issues, if you will. You understand that, right? About back problems, the sciatica and the back.
Yes.
All right. She's getting around,
Yes.
right? She's getting around desperately towards the end, not really comfortable, suffering a lot. Tries not to say too much to bring you down. She says you did the best you could. She's also like fluid in her. She's holding fluid in the body. Looks like in the legs, around the ankles. She's holding a lot of water too. She's just, decaying and not very well anymore. There's something about your sister, though, that she's wanted to say all this while, and that is that your sister kind of takes after her, and the fact that she does have a little extra weight on her right now, your sister. Would you understand that, please?
Yes, somewhat, yes.
Yeah, she's almost a little bit your mom's cute, okay? If your sister heard her say that, she wouldn't like it very much, okay? Your sister wouldn't want mom to say, "You're carrying extra weight on you. Get lose it, lose it." Da, da, da. But anyway, that's mom. She's got a strong and sweet personality. But I can see as she's very, much older, and she's a senior, very senior age, that she's very uncomfortable. The hair then is like on the shorter side. It's not terribly crop short. There's a little bit of length to it, but it's more in the, around the head, around the ears, soft around the ears. I see it white. I see there's dark circles under her eyes. I see she's got full lips, high cheekbone, oval type face, very kind face, actually, is what I see. She also, let's see what else she wants to show me. Hold on, there's a few things kind of coming in and coming out. One thing is, she showed me a few times that I think she might have liked to pray, at least with rosary beads or something like that. Can you remember that, please? Can you confirm that, please?
No, I don't recall that.
All right, because it's a little weak. It kind of goes in and out, so I wasn't sure of it. All right. The face, though, would you understand that she has dark circles under her eyes, an oval-shaped face, and her hair is on the shorter sides, mostly grayish-white with some dark undertones. Would you understand that, please?
Yes.
All right. You also have another sibling. I believe you have a brother, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All three of you are good children. She loves you all very, very much. She goes back to the thing about prayer again. And she does say rosary beads. So if she wasn't praying or whatever, maybe somebody's praying for her. I don't know. I know that's kind of vague, so we'll just leave it alone for a moment. We're going to give you a personal message, Anthony. And I have a funny feeling about something. Hold on. Go back to her. Mom? She's giving me her coughing. Okay, Mom, you can cut that out. I'm sorry, she says to me. All right, Mom, I want a personal message for Anthony, please. He really wants to speak with you. It's an anniversary of some sort today or around this time of year, either birth or death of your birthday, and another child was born around this time. Okay, so she's saying it's like a birthday of somebody around this time. I think it's you or a grandson or something like that. Would you understand that, please?
I can't recall. I don't know of any birthdays at this particular time. It was in December.
It was in December? Okay. But I have a feeling that you're calling right now for some reason. It could be the anniversary for passing then, or something like that, but I can't pick it up. I just have that feeling of something to that effect. It's just, why would you out of the blue suddenly want to do this? I have a feeling it's a very important day for you. So I'll leave that with you, okay? But she acknowledges that.
Okay.
Okay, she acknowledges that. Oh, she says birth and death are the same. She says they're both anniversaries. So it's I think it's possible that she might have passed away around this time, because she's likening it to a birthday for her going from earth to spirit world. She loves you very much. She loves your children very much. You have children, right?
Yes.
She says 4 children. Would you have 4 children, please?
Exactly. Yes.
She loves all of you tremendously. Give everybody a big hug, big kiss, and she wants you to know she's fine in the spirit world, and her legs, darn legs, don't bother her that much. Between the sciatica and then the swelling around the ankles, that must have been a big problem for her. So she thanks you so much, Anthony, for thinking of her and asking her to come in this evening. Okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, honey. God bless, love. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Lena, who's wanting another side connection. And my switchboard, as usual, is so slow. Hey, Lena, how are you, honey?
Hi, I made a donation too. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh, well, thank you, love. I appreciate that. And the animals will appreciate that. I didn't see it because I hadn't been looking. I've been reading and teaching just now. But that reminds me, I better take a look over there and see if anybody else did that. We got Terry. We got Kevin. Oh, no, you know what it is? It's not Terry, it's you. It's your donation. There it is. Okay, love. All right, sweetheart. Thank you so much for that. Okay. So we're going to do a nice connection for you. Your mother, I know you have, your mother is in spirit. I also know you have a brother in spirit and a lot of other people. Your mother's coming in first and saying, I'm the ringleader. She's the ringleader of the 3 of them or the few of them that are there in spirit world. She's very cute. And that would be indicative of her personality also. But let me just develop it a little bit, Lena, and then we'll come to some conclusion. Okay, I'm the ringleader. She says everybody loves me here and everybody listens to me here, but I keep your brother and the other people that are here under control and in line, she says. Your brother in particular is very fresh. He always got away with a lot of stuff when he was at home, and he never listened to me at all when he was on Earth, and that's one of the reasons why he passed suddenly the way he did. Now, there's also something going on with her and her own health before she leaves Earth. I also see her as physically a little bit on the heavier side, if you will. She does carry extra weight around her waist and hips primarily. She says she never was able to really get that off until towards the end of her life when she did lose a lot of weight. Would you understand that, please, yes or no?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It was hard for her to get the weight off, but she says when she got ill, which is another thing to verify, validate, she got ill towards the end of her life, she was unable to hold the weight on her, and that really kind of became sort of the signal to her something was up with her own health. She says, don't worry about yourself, Lena. There's something going on with you and your own health that might be causing an alarm, but we'll talk about that in a moment, Lena. She says, I'm very much like you. She says, in the way you look and the way you act and your body type and everything else. You and I hold weight the same way, and we're very similar in terms of our body chemistry and body types. But don't think that because you've lost some weight that anything is wrong with you. Now, I have no idea why she's saying that, love, but you might be thinking that. Would you be thinking that?
I'm trying to lose weight. It doesn't want to come off.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good, because if it did come off, you might be scared, because Mom said she couldn't keep the weight on, right? She couldn't keep the weight on towards the end. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back to Mommy again. Okay, I'm going to bring in a little bit more validation, then we'll go to personal message from Mommy. There's something going on with her lungs also, and her lungs. Would you understand that for Mom, please?
Yes.
All right. 2 lungs in a row. Funny thing, we can't live without our lungs, right? She said that was her demise. Yeah. Breathing was her problem. She couldn't breathe anymore. She got something into her lungs, a toxic thing, a fibrosis thing that kept her from breathing well towards the end of her life, and that was it. I don't know what she wants to call it, but it's toxic, and she uses also the word fibrosis. Hold on. I'm just doing this to pull in this most specific evidence I can pull in for you, love. Mom, do you want to tell me what this is? It's like it's an inability to breathe on her own towards the end of her life. She uses the word cystic fibrosis as if it's like that or it is that. Do you understand? Can you please validate that, please?
I thought it was emphysema.
Emphysema. Okay, so it's something that she cannot breathe. I think cystic fibrosis like that. Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right. She says, I'm unable to get air into my lungs. She says it was very difficult. She says, I don't know why this happened to me. She says, I wasn't a smoker for most of my life, meaning she might have smoked at some point, but not most of her life. Would you understand that, please?
Right.
All right.
That's true.
All right. She loves you so much. She puts her arms around you right now, right around your neck, gives you a big, big hug and a big, big kiss. She's a little shorter than you. She shows me that. She always just have to reach up to give you a big, wet, sloppy, loving mommy kiss. And she says, you know that you miss her she knows that you miss her very much. She says, I'm just a heartthrob away. She says, don't ever feel that I'm not around you at night when you're sleeping, that I don't hear you call out for me, and that I'm not trying to communicate with you. I'm always with you, Lena, whenever you want me. Don't think you have to be alone anymore. I'm always with you. And I'm going to go to more of a personal message for you in your life, because I know you've had some big struggles. Let's see what's going on. No, you're not struggling as much anymore. Mom says you're not. She gives me a feeling of you finally have found a stasis, or things stabilized for you. And now your biggest problem is trying to lose some weight, and she's laughing because she says we should all have some problems as simple as that. She also shows me that there's something going on with love. There's somebody around you, or maybe you're thinking of love, but there's something going on with love with you, and everything is really good for you now. And she's so happy for you. She's so happy for you. Okay?
Yep.
Goody. All right, love. Thank you, Lena, for calling in this evening, honey. Okay. God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye, honey. Bye. Wow, Lena really she's got a lot better things going on in her life now. Okay. I'm going to go to Fran. Is that my Fran? The Fran I know?
It's my Laura, too.
Hi.
Absolutely.
Hi, sweetheart. Hi,
honey.
Hi. All right, love. So go ahead and ask the question, darling.
Oh, okay. It's funny. I'm seeing a picture of my beautiful granddaughter. Well, you just came on when I saw the picture of her. I just want to know if it's going to all work out. The life question is, to
Atlanta?
Will my place be sold? Yeah, and am I moving soon to Atlanta? And will the place be sold?
All right. Let's
on time.
All right. Well, we'll try. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see what's going on with that. Hold on, Fran, honey. I'm going to go to the house, the place. I'm going to go to Margate first. She's living in Margate right now. She's living in Margate, so that's why I'm going there. See what's going on with that.
Thanks.
Hold on. There is somebody interested in it right now. I think you might have already heard about it. The realtor hasn't said anything to you?
No, nothing.
Oh, well, I get a very strong feeling that there's somebody interested in it, and I feel a light, happy energy about it. So I'm getting a very optimistic feeling. Now, let me go back. Margate.
Great.
Let's just see, honey. It should sell pretty soon. It shouldn't be held up much longer, is what I'm getting a yes on that. I also get, for some reason or other, 65K, as if that's something, I don't know, is that number significant in any way? Are you asking that for it?
No, not asking 65K. I'm asking 46.9.
46.9. Okay. So it's almost the opposite. It's almost the opposite. It's almost 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost the opposite of that. That's interesting. You should get what you want. It shouldn't take that much longer. The place is in good condition. You've
Good.
kept it up well. It looks good. It's very clean. It's not cluttered. Okay, it's not designer furnished, but it still looks good. It shows well. You will get
Right.
your asking price or very close to it, and it shouldn't take that much longer. I think within they're showing me 2 weeks. And just shy of 2 weeks, and then you should have an offer. Now that's what they're showing me. I don't second guess the messages, as you know, if you've listened to me for a while. When I get a message, I give it to you. So I don't think it should be that much longer. Now I know you have a deadline of when you need the money and what you need to do, and also the business. Oy, Dios míos. That's a little tricky because I don't know about the closing of that to go to the new place, but let me take a quick look at it. Okay, so she's got this apartment in Margate.
Thank you, sweetie.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right. So you need to be out of there, what, by the middle of May or something, or the end of April? Is that
Yeah, the middle of May.
middle of May? All right.
I'm asking for a closing of May 22nd.
Yeah, I think you're going to get everything the way you need it. Let me just double check. I'm going to play devil's advocate here with Spirit. Is there going to be a problem with this,
Okay.
please? Is there a problem with this, please? Yes or no? There shouldn't be a problem. It should all work out fine on time. And yeah. And oh, by the way, you are benignly aligned with your purpose. So that's why everything's on time. Isn't that cute? They gave a little rhyme. You're benignly aligned with your purpose, and everything will be on time because of this. You will be taken care of. The universe is working with you. Have no fear, my dear. We're here, your guides and angels, working with you to help you create the reality that you care to create. Now, I'm also going to add in something I like to do. I love to do like spiritual ceremony, okay, like lighting a candle and saying a prayer, doing something with it. So you should do a little prayer, maybe get yourself a green candle for money or a white candle for clearing, and just do a little prayer around that. You might want to put on a piece of paper the address of your apartment and just say, it sells on time, extremely benign. My apartment sells on time, extremely benign, and then burn the paper and take the ashes and release them to the wind. This is symbolic of releasing, right? Releasing something. Right now, the moon is getting bigger. So it's a good time, instead of to release, we could have done release last week, but now we should be doing something to have. So you can release the idea that it sells and you have money in your pocket. So you're building something versus, versus getting rid of something. So the sale is what you're doing here. You're doing a little manifesting for the sale. And that would help a little bit, okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Laura. Really appreciate it. Thank you, honey.
Yeah, and it's important for you to be positive, okay? Right? Because if we're negative, what are we going to do? We're going to attract negativity, because our environment, we're always creating it, right? It doesn't exist objectively. And scientists have said this on a quantum level. There is no objective reality. Okay, like for example, if you split an atom to its quantum or smallest particle, that atom does not have a velocity or a mass until one of those is measured. What does that mean in translation? That our reality doesn't exist till we observe it. So if you're observing fear, you're going to create a problem. So you need to observe it selling. So you might even want to sit down and think about all the reasons why it would sell. You might want to send out from your third eye of the universe, bring in the buyer, bring in the buyer. You know what I'm saying? These kind of things. If you can listen to what I said this evening, I'm using it for, did I use it for manifesting? Wednesday I'll be doing a manifesting one. You come back Wednesday. Listen to the manifesting thing. I'm using telepathy for manifesting on Wednesday, or you can listen to it another time when you have a chance. But you should use your mind to help you with this, right?
Right. Absolutely.
All right, sweetheart. So that's your message. I do see it all very good, but of course, you have something to do with that. If you're fearful, not going to be as good. Okay?
Right. I gotta let go of the fear. Everything's going to turn out okay.
Yeah, and so what I just said was two ways to get rid of the fear. One is doing prayer with a candle, and maybe putting on a piece of paper what you want, burning it, and releasing it. The second thing is, I said, using your third eye for manifesting or telepathy. You're just sending out the thought, right? The third,
Right.
Those are two things. The third thing, what was it going to be? Oh, they gave me an idea that if you're fearful, look over your apartment. I see it as it's not perfectly decorated or anything, but it's clean. I see clean, I see it organized, I see it nice.
Right.
But if you get fearful,
Right.
right? If you get fearful, I want you to reorganize something or improve its appearance somehow so it shows better, just so that you can feel more confident. Okay?
Okay, I gotcha.
All right, sweetheart. You got
Yeah.
three actions to help you feel less fearful and more confident, which will help with all of this. Okay, darling?
Thank you, Laura. Blessings to you. Thank you, hon.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So now we're going to go to, we have somebody here waiting a very long time, and it's Andrea or Andrea. How do we pronounce your name, Andrea or Andrea?
Andrea.
Oh, it's beautiful. So, Andrea, what can we do for you?
Well, I feel that all my friends are getting married and having babies, and life is passing me by. So I'm just wondering, you're envisioning, I'm trying to manifest getting a family, and like I want everything to picket fix and 2.5 kids and a husband. So I'm just trying to, I just wondering you seeing that in my, I guess, life path.
All right. Let's see what we come up with. Oh, excuse me. Oh, boy. That's good that I'm a little relaxed this evening. Okay, Andrea, 619, area code. All righty, hold on. You feel very, very lonely right now.
Yeah, because my friends they have their husbands and children. They're spending time with them, and which is understandable.
That's fine, honey.
But,
I'm just seeing that. I'm just sorry. I'm just going into my psychic work. Just relax, love. 619, Andrea.
Okay.
All right. I just need a little chance to catch the information. So I see you very alone right now. You are very fixated on your life, on your home, on your work. You're trying to keep busy. You're not going out that much as you used to. So what we see here for you is, because everything changed a little bit, right? Is you need to find ways to make some new friends and get some new activities going so that you can project yourself into the future of what you're desiring. There's so many different levels to answer the question on, and I will attempt to answer it on all the levels that your guides are giving me. So first thing is to fill in the empty feeling with some socializing, and you can take specific action. I'm going to see what action they're recommending for you. Don't go alone. Don't go always alone right now. So we need to fill that up. Yes. Okay. How? Specify Andrea in terms of her goal, please. You're always working. Stop. So one of the things, you work a lot. Okay. So finding some time to have a hobby or something and get yourself out, find the contrast. I know it fills the gap, and it's also good. It's good therapy to work. We all, as females in particular, we have to have our work. It's good for us. Let me get to the next thing, please. This is for Andrea. You're very smart. You go to the gym. You take care of yourself. You're a real catch. Ooh, that's good. You've been thinking of like personal ads, things like that, but I hear you going, nah, not doing that.
Yeah.
You don't want to, and I don't recommend.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it to you. I see you like the gym, or you like something athletic there. Very pretty. Oh, I'm trying to
Yeah,
find.
I do. Yeah.
I'm trying to find the area of what you can expand into that would help you. Okay, there is a man there. See a man coming in. Mature, sophisticated, urbane, sophisticated type of man. Somebody who looks like he works in medicine, could be a dentist or a doctor, or somebody that's in the medical profession, or a person that has a position of um, I don't know, authority, where somebody would come to him for advice and he's helping them. It's that kind of man you would really respect, look up to, and that you want. He would match you and your energy and who you really are. And that's what you want. That's what you're looking for.
Okay.
All right, now let me just see where you can get this guy. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Right, where can you go hunting? Where should you go? Where should she go? You're not going to meet him at work. You're not going to meet him.
Okay.
You're not going to meet him even if you're going out. Like you wouldn't meet him going to a bar or something like that. Or you're not going to meet him with your current friends because maybe they're married. You may get together every now and then with girlfriends or friends, male friends for dinner. But you're not going to meet him that way. I'm trying to see how. Lord have mercy. This is really hard. Spirit, please, please give Andrea some ideas of how she's going to meet this man. Oh, you want to hear something funny? There's a saying.
Sure.
There's a saying. The best way to meet somebody who's marriage material is through your married and coupled friends. So,
Oh.
okay, so you need to invest in time with these people, because there's going to be little parties, there's going to be little socializing things, and you will meet through these kinds of things. I also hear the word networking groups are very good for you. So anything to do with networking, perhaps business oriented. So it's friends, family, and business. And that's an organic way for you to meet that Mr. Man of your dreams. And soon you will find him. Let me see. I'm going to project 2 to 3 more months. When the weather changes, you'll be out more anyway. There'll be more barbecues and things going on. But I'm going to say it's going to be through friends or through network. Networking is likely, but networking with friends. Okay. So networking with friends. Ta-da. Okay?
Okay.
All right, love. And just, and now another part of this, and I say this because your question is a very good one for everybody. And this evening I was focusing in on love. I was talking about telepathy for love, that we can use telepathy to manifest. And right, you should, if you don't have a vision board, you need to create one. If you don't have I'll give you one way to do some manifesting. Create your ideal life. Okay. Create a script of your ideal life, like a day in the life of Andrea when she has the home and all this with the children and the perfect husband in the suburbs and all that. Make a day in your life, okay, what it looks like, and as if you're going through your day, and then make an audio recording of it. Okay, and make it so that it can loop back. You can put it on your smartphone, your iPhone, your smartphone. See, so and then play it for 10 minutes a day, at least someplace. Listen to it when you're relaxing, and anything you focus on for 10 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes a day, inevitably comes to pass, unless you have some blocks. I don't feel you have any blocks. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I feel that you're okay, that you're going to get what you want. So just relax, okay? And do what I'm saying. All right?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andrea. Bye, honey. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay. I am going to go to Marie with a life question.
Oh, hi.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you,
Hi.
Marie?
Oh, fine. My question is, I guess with my job, if I had a job offer in a doctor's office where I really wanted to work, but it didn't pay as good as I thought would, and I'm still considering it, and
Just give me your
Do you
question,
think I
honey.
should go with it?
The
Okay,
doctors.
do you think I'm going to get the job I'm looking for?
Okay, so
Or am I going to end up staying where I'm at?
all right, let me see if I understand the question, because this can get a little tricky sometimes. Marie 636. Well, let me just look at what they say, guides about jobs and you. Marie at 636. What about jobs for Marie, please, Spirit? You're going to get a job that you like. And it's going to be very close to home. It's not that far away. Commuting is a big deal with you. You really don't want to commute that far. The money will be okay. It'll be good. It is in the doctor's office like you're thinking of. So if it's not going to be in this one, it'll be another one. But I feel it is the one you're thinking of, and you will get ahead in that office. And it looks like an entry-level position that you will be able to move up the ladder in, and there'd be room for growth to maybe an office manager or something more important. Maybe not office manager, but something like more specialized on the side of the office, which is more to your liking, because you don't want all that craziness. You don't want to be responsible. You're kind of a person that likes to have your own little thing that you're responsible for, and nobody micromanages you. So what I do is I see you getting a job like that. It's not that far away. There's room to grow into something in that office that will be your own little thing, that nobody will bother you for. It'll be your thing that you're specialized in and you're responsible for, and you can stay there. It could be your home for quite a long time, which is another issue for you because you've had a lot of instability in that area. I hope that makes sense to you.
Yes.
All right, and you're going to like
Definitely.
it. You're going to like it. Now, you can do what I was just telling Andrea, and I keep telling everybody, is you should visualize yourself in a situation of to your liking, much as what I've just described. Perhaps I always find when I'm doing my own creative work, manifesting work, if you will, law of attraction, all that stuff, The Secret, I find I like to write down what I want and then read it off, or record my voice so that I don't have to think of it. Because in day-to-day life, Marie, we get so busy with everything when we forget to do our manifesting work. So if you record it, like on your own smartphone, record what you want as if it's in your life already, and make it repeat it. Either make an audio that repeats or make it a 10-minute thing. Should be 7 to 10 minutes every day. You should focus on what you want, and if you record it and listen to it, it comes to pass. It makes it simple for you. Okay, sweetheart?
Okay.
All right,
okay,
love.
Thank you.
Thank you, love.
And
Ciao.
you see, okay, all right.
No, that's all right, honey. What were you going to say? What were you going to say?
Oh, do you see anything with my relationship with my husband too?
Oh, I have to let you go. But I will recommend to you that if you would like a private session with me, you can get a third more time for that which you pay, than that which you pay for. So just go to booklaura.com. I'm saying this for you and for everybody. Go to booklaura.com if you would like a private session, and if you put in the event code field when you're making your payment, radio show, you'll get a third more time than what you're paying for. So it's a good deal. Okay, my dear?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, love. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
Yeah, and it is my great honor and my distinct pleasure to be of service as best I can in these areas where people need life guidance, help, manifesting, mediumship, and all of these other good things. And so, Susie, I will come to you after Sharon. I am going to go a little longer on the show today. Sharon, you have an other side connection that you're wanting, 402. Hi, Sharon. How are you?
90 seconds.
Hi, Laura. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah.
Yes, I was hoping if you could connect with my mom.
Okay.
I feel like she's trying to get a message to me, and I'm not understanding.
All right. Now, you're not supposed to ask for who you want. But we'll see if we.
Sorry.
But actually, what you just did was you just made it super easy for me, the medium. See, the reason is according to strict mediumship,
60 seconds,
which is wonderful. Evidential mediumship. That what we do when we do mediumship is we allow spirit to evidence what's there. We also understand that the soul that is best able to communicate will be the one that usually does. So the more open we are to that, the more we tend to get. But you made it very easy, because now I can now I could try to find her. If I can't find her, I'll just go to whoever comes through. Sharon at 402.
Yeah.
Mother is here. Okay, I do feel your mother is here. Kind, sweet, loving person. The first thing she shows me about herself is, and this doesn't have to be how she looked towards the end of her life, although I think she did maintain herself for quite a long period in her life. In other words, very beautiful. And she shows me her hair's soft and fluffy and comes down to her shoulder area and has some, it's like on the lighter side, and has like ringlets and curls right in the shoulder area. She's a very pretty woman, even into her more senior years, and has a good figure, a nice bust line, narrow waist, if you will. Would you understand that, please, for anyone you know?
No.
Okay, is that how you look?
No.
Okay, well, there's a beautiful woman here. Okay, and she's maybe this is your mom when she's younger. Was mom a pretty woman?
My mother had long hair.
Okay.
And always wore it a certain way. So except when she was maybe 5, did she have shorter hair? I don't know.
I didn't say short. I said it was long, the hair I saw. Did you hear what I
said? Shoulder length.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it real long. I'm just letting you know it's up to shoulder length, and it's curled. Right. It's curled. And so what we're doing right now is a classic problem, because when somebody has only one person in their mind, they don't hear what I'm saying, and they also don't open it. It could be an aunt, it could be somebody else, and that soul could be opening the door for you.
Right.
So I just want to say there's a beautiful woman here in front of me. She's gorgeous. She's very pretty. She remains pretty to her senior years. Her hair's got a bit of a wave to it. She's got full lips, a narrow nose, but she stays well maintained even to her more senior years. I don't know who this is, then we're just going to be a little broad on it for now, okay?
Right.
And her hair's in the lighter category, and it's got some ringlets towards the shoulder area. I don't see it real long, so we're just going to take what we get. It's not bad to do that, because usually it gets us somewhere. So let's just take what we're getting here. All right. She also gives me the feeling that she's from the west or out west. Now, where is 402, love? Where are you from?
I'm in the Midwest.
Okay, I'm in the east, so she's in the west, could be Midwest. She's kind of, she says she's like an Annie Oakley type. She likes animals and farm animals. She's kind of really a little bit, she could hold her own if she needs to. She might be a grandmother to you, and she looks like she might have had a ranch or something away from a city area, more like a farm or a ranch, and she also knew how to handle a gun. Would you understand this for anybody in your family line, please?
I think I might know who it is.
All right. Well,
I don't know for sure. It might have been an aunt. I don't know for sure.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you a few more a little bit more information, and just to see if we confirm that up, and then maybe another time we can bring your mother in, or maybe we can slip her in quickly at the end, because the radio show is technically finished. But let's see what happens, because this is a very smart woman, very cute woman, very, very sharp, very, very smart. I'll give you one or two more things. Lighter hair, has a son. There's other children as well, but the son in particular is very important to her. Towards the end of her life, he was most around her. She says you're very much like her, because you're very smart, and you're Sharon, and you're very self-sufficient. You don't let anybody tell you what to do, and you're also got a bit of a spitfire wit to you. She says she's very similar to you in this respect. So I'm going to leave that the way it is. Would you agree, though, that you have a spitfire personality and you're very smart and sharp? Would you agree with that, please, Sharon?
I used to be.
Oh,
a little more spitfire than I am.
Oh, well, that's important then. Maybe that's to do with your mom and the message you're supposed to get about being spitfire again, or healing a part of yourself. I'm just going to see if I can. I have to go really fast, Sharon. Okay, hold on for a second. Okay, mom is here too. Mom is a little bit more full-figured. Okay, I think this is one of her older sisters, if you will. Mom is fuller-figured. Would you understand mom to be fuller-figured, please?
Yeah.
Okay. There's problem in the chest area.
At the end of her life, she was.
Yeah. Okay. Chest area problem, particularly on the right side of her lungs. Would you understand that, please?
Yeah, she did have.
It's like a growth in her chest, a growth in her lungs. Okay. Something in her lung on the right side of her lung is giving her a lot of problems. She's coughing. She's spitting. Up towards the end of her life, she's not able to get air into her lungs. You're around her as well as other family members. I do see her original hair color is brown, but as she gets older, of course, it gets white. She's around the house a lot. When you're young, she's more of a homemaker. She gets older. She does get out of the house to work. She says you're very much like her also in the fact that you like to work and you like to take care of people. You're a very calm and healing personality, similar to Mom's personality. Would you agree with Mom's personality being calm and healing, please?
Yes.
All right. And you're like her. You're very patient. She loves that about you. She gives you a big hug and a big kiss. I'm going to see if I can go to the last message here of what you're trying to find out. Mom, do you have a special message for your beautiful daughter? You're very much like me. Don't worry about the past. There's a new future coming for you. She says, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I have been trying to reach out to you, but not to tell you what to do. I reach out to you, mostly in your dreams, to just simply calm you and let you know everything is going to be all right. Whatever the outcome is, she says you should be ready for negative or positive, but in the end, it will always be good because you are you and nobody can take that away from you. I love you very, very much. So this insinuates that there's something going on in your life, feels like a loss of some sort. Maybe it's making you rather anxious. And she's just trying to give you that moral support that a mommy would want to give her daughter. Would you understand that, please?
That she wants to give me moral support? Sure.
That's what she's saying. I get the impression that she's trying to reach out to you in dreams, or that you're not hearing the messages completely because you already said that. So I'm just saying she's trying to calm you and just let you have faith in yourself, really, is all it is. Okay, Sharon?
Yeah.
I know it's not easy, right?
Well, I appreciate. Yeah. It doesn't. It just doesn't resonate. You know.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't even know if that's my mom. You know, I have so many family members that have passed. I really do. It could be so many. I don't know.
Okay.
The first woman, I was wondering if it was a friend of my mother's. You know, it almost sounded like my mom's friend, the Spitfire.
Okay.
And she was from out west. She lived out west.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know what to say to you other than I gave you your messages. Why don't you think about them and take your time with that? And the show is over by 10 minutes already, so I appreciate you calling in, Sharon. Thank you so much, honey. God bless. I'm going to thank you, love.
Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye, honey. Okay. And we're going to go to Susie, who has a quick question. Susie, honey. Oops, there she is. Hi, honey. How are you?
Hi, doll. I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, darling. Go ahead and give me your question, honey, and then we will come to the end of the show.
Is my man for the long-term relationship, have I been communicating with him already?
Yes, you have been. Let me see if I can give you some more information.
Oh.
The
girlfriend?
Actually, it's the one that's closest to home for you. Out of all of them, he's geographically more desirable than all the other ones. I think you've already had one face-to-face with him, and you will have another one soon. So, I don't know. I don't know who that would be because I'm not really privy to everything you're doing right now, but I do feel that you've had one face-to-face and there'll be another one soon. If it's not a face-to-face, then you've at least had a conversation with him. Okay?
Yes, dear. I understand.
Ooh, well then later on we'll talk, okay?
Well, could you tell me if it's timey?
It could be. Let me see. Rather than give me a name next time, just give me something else, okay? Like a detail. Hold on for a second. Is it Jaime? Yes or no? Yes, it is him. He's the one that's. they say something about him having good self-esteem, or he likes himself very much. He's very kind and very outgoing personality, good with kids, wouldn't hurt a fly, but also he has high self-esteem. And they don't mean that he's overly, in love with himself, but they do feel that he has high self-esteem. And he's the closest to home of all of them. That's important to look at. So if Jaime is not close to your home, then you shouldn't have even asked the question. But that's all of it together.
No, he is, but he isn't right now. He's actually in the military, and he is on base right now, or stationed in active duty.
Oh, but he would live closer to you then when he comes back. Oh, all right, good. Well, then that's an important clue. Okay.
Yes, doll, that's wonderful.
All right, love. Thank you so much, honey.
Thank you.
Thank you, love. Ciao, Bella. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, everybody, I want to thank you so much for listening and calling in, all that good stuff. Look forward to working with you on Wednesday, but that's an optional show, meaning that if something comes up that I have to take care of, who knows, maybe I'll be on CBS interviewed or something, but if something big comes up, I won't do that show, but it'll be canceled and you'll know about it. Okay, have a beautiful evening, everybody, and namaste. Bye-bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.